Well, wait for that to load. I mean, remember, before, this is pretty cool what we're doing, but I mean, it does appear like you're doing something in California, something's happening, but right off the bat, people like me didn't really know what kind of people like live in California or what they think. Um, there is a big emphasis on. Well, I'll give you an example. Like the video I made. Okay, look, the video I made where I said like what college is now, the private colleges. It goes on all over, I guess. Um, the people who the big movie corporation and everything. But wait, they didn't show what's going on in business economics schools. What they're teaching and what kind of people they're passing to students. And that's who grows up to make things the way they are or whatever. That's not in the film, is what I was saying. I was saying a lot of I said something about the kind of what's going on at the universities and in business economics type people and stuff. Um, but I mean, we don't know. See, we don't know what. I go back to what I said before. Like that, it seems like from the beginning, like oh, it's great. Like if there's a loving God, like we'd be, it turns out we're doing things to be like helping African American people in our country. Boom, like the last thing I would have thought I could, help out with is something. But I mean, I'd say you want to help black people in our country, you tell them like what's going on at the universities. I often mention him. I had dinner with him on several occasions. Dr. Conrad Harper is considered the most important black intellectual at this time. He could have, he worked for the Hague. He worked for the advised presidents. Could have sent his sons in college to want to go to. He's in the ruling class too. Could have sent them anywhere. He didn't send them to college. Good idea. Good idea. So one way to help African American people is what I said about the colleges. What kind of people are passing to students and teachers? They should shut down a lot of those departments. That's one way to help black people. But if the game is to get guys like me to comment on like the Trayvon Martin trial, or like what do I think of the March on Washington or something, well, that's just I don't know what goes on in California or what kind of game we're playing on my light box. But I mean, that's important. I mean, a lot of people who've been historically underprivileged are getting the opportunity to go to college in the last, in the recent, it's only somewhat recent, they should know what a serious person thinks of our, universities, and what's going on there. What's going on is they're not taking what they're doing seriously. Um, you know, and students who are there who are younger than me, but much younger than me, but who have high IQs and are politically awake, are going to start going psycho. And it's coming out of something. Just quarantine a lot of these departments. But we don't know what people think in a place like California to begin with, and now we're in this unprecedented situation. Trying to do our best. I wouldn't have anything to do anyway, because I have my own problems. So I have a camera, and it seems like sometimes we help with something, sometimes we don't. But I mean, it seems like everyone down here kind of like knows what you're doing. But I mean, but I don't know what you're doing.